bags that they need are half bags. Everything else in the bag is full.
To my man back here.
Come on, guys. Come on, let's go. Want us to say something?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I've got to tell you, there's nothing quite like Peter DeMalley. I'm serious. This guy, the relationships he builds and the partnerships he creates, says a lot about him, about his love for the region, his love for the community, and the love for scouting. Because without you, I don't think we would have this partnership, would we?
Yeah, we probably
Well, you might have,
but I tell you,
and Steve,
you and Mike,
and your partnership with Mike.
Yep.
Is that something?
Yeah, it's a good partnership.
You two guys are working together for the benefit of the kids, and giving
both
them an
communities.
opportunity to work together and realize that we're one big happy family.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
I was just telling
Mike.
This is John
Mike,
Pelkey.
the Scoutmaster here, that I actually grew up in his neighborhood.
That's right.
It was right up the street in Stowe Village. That was where I grew up as a young man in Hartford, and that's where my scouting was. In Stowe Village, we went to St. Michael's School, and our camping trips or whatever are out in those far out towns like Hebron and all of that. It was a really big deal. And our fundraising back then, we used to pay 25 cents deposit on milk bottles, and that was our big thing. Was we would go door to door, collect milk bottles, newspapers, and rags, and that's how we earned money for our troop. And
Wow.
yeah, we had quite a deal going there. We're very fortunate to
So-
be exposed to scouting while I was in high
So
school.
not only we have these great leaders of Scout Troop 2 and Scout Troop 880, but we have two guys here who are running for the same office, happens to be, but we're all in the interest of the community and the state, right?
That's right.
But they're
We're doing
both
it for the kids.
That's right.
They're doing it for the kids, and they're both former mayors of the town of South Windsor. Yep. Isn't that fantastic?
I just
John
want
Pelkey and Tom
to say,
Delnicki.
I just want to say one
Bipartisan.
thing.
We love it.
It is such a blessing to have the collaboration between Troop 2 and 880. So many times you see people that are trying to divide, but this is about building bridges. This is building bridges from Hartford to Vernon to South Windsor to wherever somebody wants to be a part of what we're doing. So I thank both of these gentlemen for being here today, and I especially thank Steve and all your efforts, man.
There you go.
Always a
It's been
pleasure.
great
Always
There you go.
Definitely.
All right.
And you know what? We got a chance to help them raise a little money and send about 5 boys from Hartford to summer camp
Amen.
with that money who never would have been able to afford to get out of the city
Absolutely.
and go learn about scouting values and have fun. And so
Absolutely.
that's what it's really all about.
Yeah.
I'm glad that we could do that together.
Can you tell us about the Suburban Hartford initiative?
Well, the one reason I'm here is because I co-chair with Daniel Jameson, who's around here somewhere with the kids. Oh, he's right behind us. We co-chair the Hartford Kiwanis Club's Suburban Hartford Initiative program, which sort of put this thing together. Brought these guys together. It's one of our many. Here's John Drake, our retired Connecticut DOT guy who was one of the leaders over there. He's a great guy.
You look in the back of that trailer.
He does a lot here at Wapping Church. But we put together a Suburban Hartford Initiative program. The idea was that what's happening in Hartford, we have a long way to go. And if we can get the suburbs to work with the city on a voluntary basis, collaboration between organizations, individuals participating, tutoring, mentoring, training, music, scout programs like the one we're talking about. If we can get the people from the suburbs contributing, there are about 1.5 million people in the greater Hartford, Metro Hartford area. And there are only 125,000 people in the city. And we have a lot of resources in this whole region. So people from the suburbs can work with people from the city, collaborate. We can solve these problems. We can solve all those problems.
That's the Peter DeMalley touch.
Watch out for cars.
I think we've just heard the Peter DeMalley touch, right?
Yes,
I
sir.
love regional.
Yep.
I love regional. Collaboration.
Good deal.
Thank you, Tom. Thank you, John. Thanks for stopping by. Last donation. Today.
Stand up and pull up the cheek.
We gotta break down the fencing.
South Windsor and Hartford working together to make it a better region. Right?
Right on.
Take care.
All this stuff helps you offset each other. Yes. Okay, I'll take it. You're paying for the rent. So in my neighborhood, it's like, just to get them in, and we got our special calls by trying to help them. Yep. Yes. They don't need it? Okay.